all right, guys. So welcome to this live session here with your host, Radio Effects. So as we do every weekday, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. So hope everyone had a great weekend. Happy Father's Day for anyone that I missed yesterday. So hope that you had the time to enjoy yourself with your fathers and your family overall. So that being said, here we're gonna start looking at the news calendar, and we're gonna do some charts analysis, and also I will give you some information of how to calculate your risk. Really important here in trading. So if you don't know how to calculate your risk, especially if you're trading prop firm or your own account, it's pretty important to know how it is. All right, so let's get on to it. Go back here. Right. Perfect. So hopefully you can see my screen. I'm just gonna make sure that it's working. All right. Perfect. Okay, so as of today, this is the news calendar here for today, June 16th. So overall, we only have the as a red folder, we have the EIE point rate and the Imperial State Manufacturing Index. All right, so let's look at those two. So those were at 830, and the no, the other one is the yen one. So we're just gonna focus on the US one. So let's click on this one and see exactly what it is. Really important to know exactly which news will impact the market overall, guys. So really look in in detail, especially with the Forex factory. It's really they give you all the details exactly of what it is. Okay, so this is the level of diffusion index based on surveyed manufacturing in New York State. All right, so this is New York State specific. Right, so actual greater than forecast is good news. So if we look at that, forecast was minus 5.9, and we had minus 16. So really bad. So we'll see exactly how it affected the markets since then. But other than that, we had in CAD, we had the housing stats. So forecast was 248K, at 280K. So if you click on this one, if you're trading CAD specifically, so that's good news here overall. So this average number of new residential building on construction during the previous month, right? So since last month, we increased it. We're expecting 48K with 280K. And lastly, we have the PPI month to month for Swiss. This one was negative. So we're expecting 0.1%. We had to minus 0.5. So to this price of goods, any raw material products by manufacturers, right? So this is overall. Yeah, we have yen later on. Those two ones. So careful about that. But for us, we're only focusing on US and Euro. We do have a German hopes. This one. not digging back here. Perfect. Great. So that's pretty much it. So overall, other than the US, the one for New York specifically, nothing else is impacting the US in full. So should be good day to trade overall. And I'll go back for tomorrow. So now we have red news for every sales month to month at 8:30. So and remember, guys, this week we have the interest um, rate results from Chairman Powell, so that will be important. So that's pretty much it here. I hope you have a great day. Perfect. So let's go and look at the charts. Perfect. So we're going to do a quick rundown of the charts, and after that, we will focus on risk management. It's pretty important in trading. So we'll be looking at high-low level and EMXAI overall. I'm just going to switch that to 30. I don't think it's on 30, right? Right. Perfect. All right. So that's exactly what happened so far. So German 40, we had a buy signal here at London in regards to EMXAI. So already hit TP3, it's towards TP4. US30 should be the same thing. Yeah, we had a buy signal here, went to TP2, we're retracing right now. NASDAQ, same thing. Got a buy here, still loading. Okay, let me go on SSP 500. Yeah, it's 500 TP3. So NASDAQ should be the same, but it's not loading for some reason. Sometimes it takes some time, but see clearly that it was going up here since Friday's sell-off that happened. So it went back up, took out all of that fair value gap in full in the upside. All right. So other than that, let's see. We're going to be looking also at the Russell 2000. So another indices in the US. So this one did the TP3 also. So if you're focusing on indices in the States, in the US, those will be the four. So you have US30, US100, US500, and you have the Russell. So the ticker is RT, RTTY, RTY. So RTY. All right, this is the Russell, US Russell 2000, okay, with capital.com. So then put that in your list. I usually trade that, but it's been a while, so I'm going back to it. But it's pretty much the same movement here as US30 and NASDAQ. So, so that's good. All right. So other than that, I mean, um, oh, yeah, that's the euro. look at other indices too, guys. So you have Euro, the US stock 550, so Euro 50, same thing. So if you want to diversify your indices list, you have Euro 50, so EU 50. That'll be the name. And you have the Hong Kong 225. So that's the Japanese Japan 225. So that'll be the ticker. Still with capital.com. So so G225. All right. So G225 is the ticker. All right. So that's the yen one. The Hong Kong one is 50. So Hong Kong 50. I see perfectly with the MXAI here on the 15-minute chart. So basically, this is the full list of indices that I would highly recommend to look into if you're trading indices specifically. If your broker has those as in your list, you could trade it with the tools that we offer. All right. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Let me know if you can see my screen. You should be seeing my screen right now. Yeah, so let me know if you can see my screen, guys. Tell me if you can see my screen, Leon. You should see my screen right now. All right. So just put it in the chat if you could see my screen. Should be working. Even though I'm doing the right thing in with YouTube, it's sometimes it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Perfect, great. All right, so let's go back here. So I'm just gonna redo it from the top. So yeah, German 40, TP3, almost at TP4, US30. So everything was going up here since London. Went to TP2 with US30, NASDAQ. Hopefully it's gonna load. NASDAQ was also bullish here. And you have also SSP 500. drawings here. Okay. And then you have, like I said at the beginning, you could add the Russell 2000. So this is another US indices. Okay, so this is the Russell 2000. So if you're trading off of, looking at the chart off of capital.com, the ticker is RTY. RTY. So Robert Thomas Yankee. So this is the US Russell 2000. All right, so same thing here at London Hub. You have also the Euro 50. So the Euro Stock 50 is another indices, also on capital.com. So the ticker is EU50. EU50. All right. Then you have the Yen 225. So this is Japan 225. So the ticker is J25. Also had a buy signal here at the Asian session, right? Most of the time, it's going to move in Asian session or London, or one or the other, right? So those will be the best setups here overall, all right? Also, you have the Hong Kong 50. So the ticker still on capital.com is HK50. We also had a buy signal here at London. Same thing, Asian London for those two, or the last two indices that I spoke about, guys. So that'll be the best time to trade those indices. The reason why is that those indices move a lot in Asian session. And this is an Asian session open most of the time, right? So we do have indices here for Asian. It will be the two here to look for. So J20, J225, and HK50. All right. So make sure to route this down. All right. Perfect. Then you have, going to look at gold exactly to see exactly what's going on. We were bullish on gold. We do have a sell here. It's retracing right now. So we do have a fair value gap here at the bottom, almost at TP3 right now. So we're at TP2 going to TP3. That's perfect. Let's look at the DAX. DAX is trading lower right now. It had a sell signal here on DAX, on DXY, sorry, said DAX, DXY. So TP3 on DXY. So that means that Euro USD and GU are bullish, way bullish. So that's exactly what we have. So we may have a signal here at London. Before London opened, we had a buy signal here on Euro USD, GU. Could be the same thing. Yeah, we can get a GU buy. So that's all good. As long as you had the setup here, Euro USD should be sell, Euro USD CAD selling off here. That's exactly what we have. We went to TP45. And that was pre-market here at 6. USD Swiss going down to. Still loading. Currently bearish here. We should be filling out that fair value gap here at the bottom. You see, guys, I'm always telling you to, if the price goes in one direction, it has to fill up gaps. That's what the market does every time, right? EURJPY. EURJPY, we marked it up last week, and it went towards those levels here and bouncing off of it. So that was perfect. So currently going down. The last signal here was a buy on Friday, New York, and it hit 3. So that's perfect. But yeah, and you have also UK 100. I have to switch it up here. I'll put it at the top. So UK 100. If you're trading London session and you want to trade an indice, right? You have UK 100. All right. The ticker is UK 100 on capital.com. All right. So this is the FTSE 100 index. Okay. So this is specifically for UK. All right. So if you're trading indices and you want to have an index that is trading within session of London, that's the best one. And as you can see, this one did hit TP6 almost off of that move. And you should see most of the time it's going to trade London between Asian and London, right? So you may have some move here between those two. Okay, so as you can see, most of the good setups here that you're seeing are with indices. The reason why is that you have a lot of more volatility in the market compared to the others, the forex. So that's why I want you to transition yourself towards trading indices. Why? Because there's less headache and it's more predictable than forex pairs. All right. Perfect. So let's go back here. We're just going to continue with the forex pair. We're at AUUSD. Should be bullish here because USD was bearish. So it didn't have a buy signal yet, but as you can see, it bounced off of that level here and started to shoot off. It maybe starting to exhaust off of that level here, that resistance off of the 30-minute higher time frame. So that's perfect. So real yen bullish here. We did get a buy here. That was Friday near the end of the session here. It went to B6, retraced, still went up. GJ, sorry, should be bullish here also. Exactly. This one was went back to your stop loss and started to push up, so you may have missed it. But we're all bullish here on GJ. We have EuroCAD bullish. Didn't get a buy signal, but the last signal was a sell. Went to TP 4 or 5, almost 6, 7. That's perfect. Then we're gonna look at the platinum. If you love to trade the metals, platinum is a good, but you need to have a lot of capital here to trade platinum. Right. So last signal was a sell. That was a winner. And you have oil. So crude oil selling off. So as you can see, crude oil and platinum are more or less moving the same way, right? So this is crude oil chart on the 15. I'm just going to pull up platinum. The only thing is that platinum, you have more violent movement here on platinum, right? So that's perfect. Now we're going to look at the crypto market, what we have. So it's at 106 right now. So it's now we're moving in the upside on the Bitcoin. So I've think they're done selling off right now. So perfect. And then we're gonna look at the XRP. We're gonna see exactly the levels that I plotted on Friday for you guys to see exactly what happened since then. So we're expecting to go long on XRP, and let's see where it is right now. So yeah. So if you remember, I did put the levels here on Friday, on those levels here that will be highly resistance support zone to have XRP going up. And as you can see, it went to that second level here. I was waiting for 209, 207, or 206 level to be tested. And it went to 207, 208, 209, 208, and reversed it from there. Right now we're at $2.25 and climbing. So the last 24 hours, I think we increased by 5% here off of that support. All right. So remember, every time there's a new news event, because we do have news on XRP today in regards to the injunction for XRP to be lifted. So we'll see. Sometime, most of the time, the price will go towards a support or resistance zone before that news event. Right. So for now, I didn't heard anything yet in regards to the judgment. So we should have a judgment here today. So, but the target here to go up here, if we're passing 2,040 we should be on our way up to the upside. Right? Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it here. So now let's get on with the lesson for today in regards to risk management. I'll see exactly if it's going to work. Just going to see if I'm able to. Well, guys, I'm just going to close this out and see exactly if it's going to provide me with the. All right, so let's look at the. May not work. All right, let's see. Okay, I think I'll share my screen. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's go back to it. I think it's gonna work. Let me know if you can see my screen, guys, before I start talking. Just confirm that you can see my screen. So bucket open here. It's 9:30 already. So just confirming that you can see my screen, guys. We're gonna look at NASDAQ to see exactly what's going on, as always. So just confirm that you can see my screen. So just waiting for confirmation that you can see my screen. Perfect. Thank you. All right. So perfect. So risk management. Okay. So how do you do risk management here, especially with the prop firm? Okay. I noticed that there's a lot of people in the prop firm sphere that not they're not aware exactly on how to calculate their risk. Right. So make sure that you have a pen and paper, and I'll explain you exactly the breakdown of it. So that way you're avoiding to be in big drawdown really fast and to keep your account active the longest time, right? Because prop firm or trading overall, the main focus is to minimize your risk and maximize your gains, right? So to do so, you need to know exactly how the prop firm space works to not be another statistic, right? So first, let's say you have, we're going to calculate that really simple. Let's say you have a 100K account, right? It's going to be an interactive session, all right? So put your answers in the chat. So, or in your in the replay, if you're looking at it on the replay, it's going to be, and you're going to understand, all right? So let's say you have a 100K account, right? What is the risk that you could use on a 100K account? So what is the risk you're able to use on a 100K account? That's the question. So please answer that in the chat. I know Leon, you're here, so put that in the chat so I can see if you understood the question. I'll repeat it again. What is the maximum risk that you could use on a 100K account? What is the maximum risk in percentage? What is the maximum risk in percentage? So is it 100%, 50%, 10%, 5%, 1%? What is the maximum risk? Okay. So you're talking about lot size. So what is the percentage of your balance that you're able to risk? I'm not talking about the lot size yet. It's only the maximum of the lot size, the account. So 1% risk per trade. Okay. So the Okay, so you say 1% risk. So the risk is calculated how? Is it the full balance of the 100K? So it's 1% risk of 100K? Yes or no? So is it 1% of 100K? So is it the full balance that you're risking to calculate the 1% per trade? So is it the full account? Waiting for your answers. The answer says 1% risk per trade. But is it for the full 100K? Is it the full balance that you're calculating your risk? Okay, it's okay that you're using a trade manager to calculate, but you need to know that without a system to calculate that for you. Because if you don't know that information, you may be risking more than what you're supposed to. Okay, so Leon says 1% of 100K. So if 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 you say 1% of 100K, Leon, this is incorrect, especially if you're trading prop firms. Okay, so Leon says 1% of 100K. So it would be correct if you have a full 100K to trade. Okay, but what's happening in the prop firm if you're trading prop firm specifically is that the prop firm is not allowing you 100K to trade on. Yes, you're buying a 100K account, but you're not actually trading a 100K of capital. You're actually trading $10,000. Okay, so you're trading your drawdown and not the full account. So that's the confusion that 99% of the people that are trading prop firm doesn't understand. Yes, you have 100K, it says 100K, but actually your account is less than 90K in balance. Are you able to trade afterwards? No, because you breached the 10% drawdown maximum that the most of the prop firms are allowing you. So if you have a trade manager that is calculating your risk off of the full balance of your account, that will be the 100K for this example. This is the wrong way. Exactly. So the platforms are allowing you the max drawdown. So your risk should be calculated based off of your drawdown and not your full balance. So if you're trading 1% of your accounts, actually on this example, the 100K, you should be trading 1% of $10,000 and not 100K. So that's how they get you. They want you to look at your account to say, oh, yes, I have a 100K account, so I could put a lot size of 4, 5, 6 lot size or whatever, 2, 3. That's not the case. You should be trading off of your drawdown, your maximum drawdown, not your daily drawdown, but your maximum. If you have a trade manager that is only calculating your risk off of your full balance, this is incorrect. So basically, you're actually over leveraging your account. If you're trading like one lot size or two, you're over trading. You're over leveraging your account. You should be trading off of your max drawdown. All right. Once again, if I have a 100K account, for anyone that was that he just came in, if you have if you have a 100K with a prop firm, how much of your balance is at risk? Is it the 100K account, 100K in full, or a portion of your 100K? So the answer is a portion. So it's only 1% of your 100K account that is actually traded. So that means that you're trading off of your drawdown, the maximum drawdown that the prop firm is providing you every on your account is the actual capital that you're trading. You're not trading the full capital of 100K. You're trading only 10K of that 100K. So how do you calculate your risk? It's off of that 10K, not the full 100K, because they know that people will calculate their risk off of the full balance, and if they do that, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna eventually blow their account. That's what they want you to do, right? So always calculate your risk off of your drawdown, the maximum drawdown that you have that is allowed for that prop firm. So if, for example, we're looking at FTMO, this is the most popular prop firm out there. Their maximum drawdown for all of their accounts is 10%. So 10% of 100K is $10,000. 10% of 200K is $20,000. Okay. So off of that $10,000 for 100K or 20,000 for 200K account, this is what I'm calculating my risk off of. Okay. So I could risk 0.5% to 1% per trade, but off of that drawdown of 100 of 10,000 or 20,000. Okay. So if I calculate that on let's say a 200K account, and I say it's 20, my drawdown is 20K. If I risk 0.5% of my of my 20K, it will give me around, I think, three to four lots, right around that, right? So do not trade more than that amount, because the actual rule for FTMO is that you're not able to trade more than 1% per trade. So make sure that you're less than 1%, and you should be good. And by doing that, you're going to be able to keep your account active, be able to trade longer, take more trades because you're not risking a lot. And eventually, you're going to be out of your drawdown and being in profit eventually. Okay. John says max drawdown is base for risk calculation. Exactly. So the max drawdown is calculated based on is what you're calculating your risk off of. Okay. Because most of the trade manager that are out there doesn't calculate your drawdown. They're not calculating your risk off of your the max drawdown. They're calculating your risk off of your full balance. But that's not correct. Unless you have a 100K live account with your own money, 100K, yes, you have the full 100K as your full risk, right? But on prop firm, that's not the case. They're allowing you to trade off of your max drawdown, because if you're passing you're surpassing your max drawdown, you're not your account is blown basically, even though you still have 90K on your account. I hope that's more clear for you guys. So be careful in regards to that, on how to calculate your risk. That's the right way to do it. So make sure to adjust your trade manager that way. If you want to trade, you want to calculate that manually, you could do so. But that's how you calculate your risk. It's always off of your max drawdown. All right. So is that clear for everyone? So this is how you calculate the risk, guys. Okay, so pretty simple. So always be careful on how you set your trade manager, or how you calculate. This is the right way to do it. Okay. So unless you have the full 100K on your live account, like I said, you could calculate your risk off of your full balance. But the actual full balance that you have, for prop firm specifically, is your max drawdown. All right. So this is the lesson for today, guys. So hope it's clear and you fully understood exactly how it works. If you missed that explanation, you could go back on the replay of that live stream, and I will break it down for you guys. That's no problem, right? Perfect. So go on the charts. So we have some bullishness here on at the start of New York Open. Same thing for US30. SPY 500 did the same. Russell should be doing the opposite right now, so that's perfect. Euro trading down. Yen is trading up right now. Japanese and Hong Kong is still bullish here. Perfect. So let's see what's up. No problem. No problem. Great. So I think that was the issue that you had with the risk, Leon. So make sure that you calculate that off the max drawdown and not the full account. Exactly. Perfect. So great. So in regards to the automation, I'm still doing some final testing here because between like I explained you last week, guys. I made some adjustment here within the week, so I just need to have a full week of data without any changes to have a confirmation that everything is working fine. And so I'm still running it during this week. And also today, I have a doctor's appointment for my eyes, so I don't know exactly what's gonna happen here in regards to the diagnostic. I may have another shot in my eye, so that's why tomorrow we'll not have a live, and I'll see exactly if I'm going to be able to get on a live here in the week. If I have the schedule out on our Discord, maybe suggest to be changed, right? So hopefully it's only an injection, but eventually I may have to have another surgery. So we'll see exactly how it goes, right? So just pray for me on that front. But that's pretty much the update on that. Also in regards to the automation, when I did the coding, since it's off of Rankos and the automation, the actual script, the MT4 script was off of Candlestick. That was the confusion here a little bit. So what I did is that I recoded everything here off of TradingView because TradingView has the Rankos already integrated there. So that's what I'm testing here in regards to the entries. And I'm not even looking at the management. I'm only looking for the entries to make sure that everything is working fine. And that's what I'm running all week here. I'm running the two of them, the MT4 one and the TradingView one automation simultaneously. For sure, the TradingView one has more trades, so compared to the MT4 one because of the calculation, but everything is looking fine here. For example, the automation already took a buy here at 9:45 on Nasdaq, I think. Let me check. Yeah, it took a buy on Nasdaq and on S&P 500. I'm gonna see exactly at what time. Those two. So that was at yeah. So at 9:45, Nasdaq and S&P 500, Nasdaq and US30 took a buy. All right. So 9:45 is right here. So this candle here that is pushing up here, and that candle here pushing up here. The automation took a buy here right at the start of that candle. Right. So this move here did $530, still fluctuating right now, and this move here is at 250. Already at $750. Those two move. So the basic of the automation here will be to trade within uh, the uh, the most volatile sessions, even at the start of the session. So if we have a move here at the start of the New York session or the London session with the indices, uh, 9 times out of 10 will take the right trade because it's really off of rentals and waiting for confirmation to get in for a buy or a sell. Yeah, it's trading fine right now, but like I said, I still need to have a full week of data because I made some adjustments mid last week. So I'm still good. Let it run, even though this week I have today I have my doctor's appointment, so I'm going to be out for a few days. So that'll give me some time to look at the data afterwards. But everything is looking pretty good, especially with the trading view automation. Like I said, the MT4 animation is up actual candlestick, even though we're looking at wrinkles, and I don't have a plugin for wrinkles for MT4, so there's no way to code it that way. So I have to. That's why I had to switch everything to trading view. It took me a day to do that, and it's running off of trading view right now. So I could show you the results for the start of the session, where it's at right now. Yeah, this is where it's at right now. So low risk, the risk is based off of the actual account. I can see it's a demo account, guys. It's not a live account. So I'm just waiting for more data to come in. Because I didn't put an actual TP on those trades because I want to see exactly the maximum based off of the move, the maximum uh, profit that it's doing per trade. So that's where I'm able to adjust it the right way and go from there. All right, that's the only thing that needs to be done. So the entries are perfect, everything is good. So just getting some more data just to make sure that everything is working fine. Because when you do automation, it's really tedious. You need to make sure that you don't make any mistakes with regards to coding, and everything needs to be smooth sailing overall. All right. So that's the update here. So I didn't want to put automation here on any accounts here until everything is finalized and pass the eye test, literally of me in regards to how it works and everything like that. So, but everything is good. Everything is good. As you see, at 9:45, took that straight, that buy. Even I think German took a German trade too. German was at what time? Yeah, let's just read. Yeah, German closed, but yeah, SSP 500, Nasdaq, and US30 did the same move. It actually took the trade at the same time. So at 9:45, so this candle here took a buy on US30 at 6,500. Same thing for Nasdaq, and same thing for US30. Exact same, exact same trade. Trades are still running here, so the logic is that it's gonna close those trades here at the when there's an exhaustion or rank is switching red. Um, so it's still bullish here. So if we go on the Renko chart, if you have the version of Renkos, you should have the option able to see it. And, so that it's visible for you guys. So if you see, you have let's zoom in here. You see 930. 930 it started to reverse off of the Renko. It has to wait for that Renko box to close. So at 9:45, so that will be around here, right here, at 9:45 to get in. As you see, since then, still going up. So this is Renko trading here. So without any noise of candlesticks and all that stuff, this is the best way to trade. And I would highly recommend to, like, if let's say you're trading indices or any pair, open another window with the Renko bars, and I will clear out some information for you. All right. I've been trading Renkos for the past 10 years, and I wanted to code Renko strategy. So with the help of me learning to code, and so I was able to do that. So really happy overall. Okay, so everything was bullish here at the New York Open. So like I said at the beginning of this slide, should be a smooth sailing of trading here for today. No big impact moves other than the one for New York State. So overall was good. So hopefully you're able to capitalize on movement here at New York or at London. So it was a pretty good day of trading overall. All right, so we're gonna close it out, guys. Unless you have any questions, it should be. So if you don't have any questions, guys, we're gonna close it out. So thank you so much for being on this live. We'll be back here on Wednesday. Hopefully, I'll be back here on London session on Wednesday. So make sure to look at the next upcoming notification of my upcoming live. So if it's not on London, it will be at New York on Wednesday. I should be back here on Wednesday. Hopefully, if there's anything, I will let you know in the Discord group if it changed. So make sure to look at the weekly calendar if it changed within that time frame. But for sure, tomorrow will be off because I have my my doctor's appointment for my eyes. As you know, I'm visual impaired, so I have a checkup to do, maybe an injection in my right eye, and see exactly if I may have to do some surgery here. Hopefully, we're gonna have some good news and not make any surgery at all, and just be a bit better and get some less injection every month. So that's pretty much it, guys. So thank you so much for being on this live. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel and share to anyone that would love to be on this live here to have some education here and information on how to trade the right way. And we'll be back on here on hopefully on Wednesday. All right. So Wednesday, London or New York, depending. All right. Make sure to open the notification for the next time. All right. So have a good one, guys.